There was a time when Engelbert Humperdinck could barely walk through an airport without being surrounded by fans. His concerts sold out. His records topped charts around the world. His voice seemed to belong to another era, an era of romance, elegance, and timeless melodies. Yet fame has a strange way of changing shape over the years. The crowds become memories. The headlines grow quieter. And eventually, every star must confront a question few people ever consider. What happens after the spotlight begins to fade? For Engelbert Humperdinck, that question became more personal than anyone imagined. Long before he became an international sensation, he was simply a young dreamer searching for an opportunity. Success did not arrive quickly. There were years of uncertainty, rejection, and disappointment. Like countless performers before him, he spent time wondering whether the dream would ever become reality. Those close to the story remember a determined young man who refused to give up, even when the odds seemed impossible. Then came the breakthrough. Almost overnight, Engelbert Humperdinck became one of the biggest recording stars in the world. His smooth voice and charismatic stage presence captivated audiences across continents. Songs became hits. Concert halls filled with devoted fans. In many ways, he represented the romantic ideal of an entire generation. At the height of his fame, it seemed as though the momentum would never end. But here's what most people never realized. Behind every standing ovation was a man carrying pressures invisible to the audience. Fame brought opportunities, but it also demanded constant travel, endless performances, and long periods away from home. According to those who worked with him, maintaining such a career required extraordinary sacrifice. And that's where the story begins to change. As decades passed, the music industry transformed. New artists emerged. Musical trends shifted. The world that had once celebrated traditional ballads moved in new directions. Yet Engelbert continued performing. While many of his contemporaries disappeared from public view, he remained committed to the stage. Audiences still came. The applause still arrived. But time, as it does for everyone, continued moving forward. The first major turning point came not through career setbacks, but through personal loss. Those close to the story remember the deep devotion he shared with his wife, Patricia. For years, she remained one of the most important figures in his life. Their relationship survived the pressures that often destroy celebrity marriages. Then came the heartbreaking reality of illness. At the time, few outside the family understood the emotional weight they were carrying. Public appearances continued. The music continued. But behind closed doors, life was becoming increasingly difficult. It was later reported that Patricia faced a long battle with Alzheimer's disease. The challenge affected not only her life, but the lives of everyone around her. And that's when everything changed. When Patricia passed away in 2021, fans witnessed a side of Engelbert Humperdinck rarely seen throughout his career. The legendary performer who had spent decades singing about love suddenly found himself confronting profound grief. Many believe it was one of the most difficult chapters of his life. The years that followed carried a different rhythm. The spotlight was still there, but the atmosphere had changed. The performances continued, yet they seemed accompanied by reflection rather than ambition. Honestly, that may be what resonates most with audiences today. Not the fame, not the records, but the humanity. In many ways, Engelbert's later years have become a story about endurance. He continues sharing music with audiences while carrying memories of the people and moments that shaped him. The applause remains, but so does the understanding that life is fragile. His legacy extends far beyond hit songs. He represents an era of music that valued emotion, storytelling, and connection. More importantly, he reminds us that even the most glamorous lives eventually face the same challenges that touch every family: love, loss, aging, and remembrance. Today, when audiences see Engelbert Humperdinck on stage, they are not simply watching a music legend. They are witnessing a man who has lived through extraordinary success and profound personal sorrow, yet continues moving forward. If this story touched you, share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to know your favorite Engelbert Humperdinck song or memory. And if you enjoy discovering the untold stories behind music's greatest legends, Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. Because sometimes the most powerful performance isn't the one delivered under bright stage lights. It's the quiet courage of carrying yesterday's memories into tomorrow.